Man, oh man, what a chapter, what a chapter. What's up, y'all? Lakewood 16 back with another video, and I'm trying to get these videos out as much, as easier as possible, but again, it's just a one-man person right now, but hope you guys like the view, hope you guys like the channel, hope you guys like the videos. Now let's get into it. As you can tell, back doing another manga review, but this time we're doing Dragon Ball Super chapter 84. And with that, man, all I can say is I am truly speechless. And I mean that truly. This chapter has unfolded many great illustrations by Toyotora. There's a few plot holes, but it also was very, very, very amazing. And I can't even express how, I guess, this chapter definitely checked off a huge thing for the fandom. And we'll get into all this stuff, but I am really hyped for it. I enjoy this chapter a lot, and I'm going to give a rating right now. If I had to get a rating for this chapter, I will give it 9.5 out of 10. That's how good it was. And honestly, with the Granola arc, there's been a few ups and downs. Obviously, having the monthly push-outs are sometimes delay intermediate reactions, but again, this has definitely been one of the best chapters they have came out with for a long time. I don't even need to review it and go look at the manga because I kind of remember everything because that's that good. So pretty much we left off where after the flashback, everybody's caught up. Now Vegeta and Goku are talking about, mainly Goku talking about how his father left the legacy, understanding his father's legacy and what it truly means to be a Saiyan is to fight with their pride and not to atone for the sin of the Saiyans past. That's from Vegeta as well. So, with these two guys understanding what the true nature of being a Saiyan is, obviously it reignites a fire within them to keep fighting. It's not like it never left, but it's something that definitely set a spark within them both. As Goku recalls some of his memories of his dad and his mom, Gine, and a few other peoples as well, and remember leaving off the planet planet Vegeta once they sent them off to Earth. And again, it goes back to the future. Gas is on his way. He's probably like less than 5 minutes on the planet, away from the planet. And it's just all in all, this was a really, it started off with fire. And funny thing is that once Goku and Vegeta talk about it and whatnot, they talk about the wish and how Bardock's wish to let Raditz and Goku thrive, which means allow them to have special protection when they're younger. And a lot of people are having intermediate reactions to this, and they don't really like that, how it negates Dragon Ball, the series itself. But I'm not going to really get into that because I kind of messes up what I think about the chapter. I understand where people are coming from, but at the same time, expand your knowledge. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying anything because we don't truly know, and it's not in depth by anybody. So far, it's just a manga. It's not the anime. It's not a brief overview from anybody or Toriyama. So I'm not going to get in about the wish, but fast forward that Minato decides to give Goku and Vegeta Bardock's outfit, Saiyan outfit, and then they look clean, but then again, obviously Goku and Vegeta didn't really like it, and they wanted to wear what they wanted to wear. So Vegeta ended up with his Majin Buu fit, which is a clean fit one. I think probably my favorite outfit of him. And then Goku's the typical key that he always gets. And then for the most part, Gas finally arrives, tells the Saiyans to come out. Goku and Vegeta just walk out like some legit, some cold dudes. they walked out I just love their entrance when they walked up to Gas. And obviously Gas has some few smart remarks, and Goku's like, you're not the one that's not going to win this time. Things have changed and things like that. And then Vegeta offers Goku, he said, don't you want to beat him? You want to do it together? And obviously Goku's like, yeah, of course I do. I'm not going to let you have all the fun and excitement. So the two of them decide to both fight together. Actually, Vegeta says it first, which is something very good. Again, I hands down think that his character development has definitely been one of the best in Dragon Ball series, because he has came so far, especially with the ultra ego thing in general. Just you wouldn't think that like with his pride and such, that he will just openly admit to say, yo, let's fight together to defeat this guy. But I guess with the reawakening from listening to Bardock's battle against Gas, again, it reignites the fight within both of them to keep going and keep thriving, to push past their limits and keep fighting. So with that said, the two of them simultaneously power up into their strongest forms. Vegeta goes Ultra Ego, Goku goes MUI, and when they power up, there's just a huge aura around them, like a huge aura, and it's just surrounded by destruction. And obviously the power up from Goku becoming Master Ultra Instinct. And guys, when I say that is man, no words can say anything. It's just bro, it's so sick. You guys I wouldn't have guessed that would come so early. Obviously, there's a lot of fans that like to speculate. I mean, shoot, even I can dream about it sometimes, but I wasn't expecting them to drop it like that. But with that being said, I have no complaints about it. Anyways, as fight goes on, they power up and all this stuff. Alex says there's nothing to be worried about and all this. Honestly, I personally think Granolas might end up joining the fight eventually. But again, as these two fight Gas, since he's the strongest in the universe right now, we'll see how that goes. Once they officially power up, then they both attack together against Gas. Gas pretty much blocks both their attacks and says, oh, this is what I expected as much. And then obviously the Saiyans go back to each other. They keep fighting Gas. It goes head to head. Honestly, sometimes Vegeta gets the one up, and then Goku will get the one up, and then Gas will end up, derailing both of them. And as they do that, they just continue to fight throughout the chapter. And this entire fight series has been one of the best I've seen in a long time. It's obviously there's a few things I didn't like, which I'm going to discuss very shortly. But for the most part, the action series and the fights was pretty clean. Seeing Ultra Ego in action with MUI was definitely a huge W in my opinion. But I also feel like it's huge. It's kind of in a way lazy writing. And when I mean lazy writing, I mean that sometimes with Dragon Ball Super, they have found themselves in a corner. With many times with every arc and every story, they just write themselves in a corner. And for instance, in this fight alone, I personally do not think that Gas should be effortlessly blocking MUI and Ultra Ego's either kick or punches like this with no damage. There has to be some there has to be some type of tremor or something, vibration. He has to. I don't know. I personally don't know about that. That's the only thing I find that really hard to believe. Although I know the wish is to be the strongest in the universe, I don't think that they're small punches. If Super Saiyan Blue Goku was able to not fully counter Gas, but at least hold his own, I'm pretty sure MUI should have been 1,000 times much better. Actually, let's make it 10,000 times. This is supposed to be an angelic form, and personally, I will say this: MUI was kind of disappointing in this chapter, which goes back to me saying that when they did the Mora arc, one of the best arcs hands down, Super. One of the greatest arcs, actually, with Goku officially mastering Ultra Instinct. He was pretty much untouchable. So you made him to be untouchable. Then we go to the next chapter, to the Granola arc. Now he's touchable in that form. So it's why even do that in the first place? They made him to, MUI wanted to, obviously the strongest form in Dragon Ball franchise. And, it's just been buffered and pretty much it looks kind of weak, like Super Saiyan Blue, in my opinion. So I don't like how he's being touched a lot. He's being hit by Gas, which I understand it's not going to be easy. But at least when Goku was fighting Jiren in the Tournament of Power, he was still dodging. When he fought Moro 7-3, he was still dodging. When he fought Moro 7-3, when he got the angelic powers, he was not dodging as much, but he was able to counter those and deliver decisive blows. Here it's like he's weak. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. You guys write in a comment. I just definitely think they didn't do a good job of that. But Vegeta has hands down taken over this chapter, which I don't have no complaint. You guys are gonna say, "Oh, Goku fan." No, like my thing is, if you're gonna make MUI this golly form, then obviously make it that way. It's been a huge downfall since the moral arc with the Master Ultra Instinct. That's just my opinion. Gas should not be landing blows on Goku like it's nothing. He shouldn't, regardless if he's the strongest in the universe or not. That form's base thing is a body moves on its own, and he's being touched a lot. So, sorry about the rant, but I just had to say my piece on this. The Saiyans keep fighting. Obviously, they somehow fight together and they draw back Gas. Gas ends up taking one-on-one with some of them. And then he lashes out a huge beam. Goku and Vegeta dodge. They come out with the Gallic Gun and the Kamehameha Wave. Gas dodges it and then hits Vegeta with one of his items. And then he tried to swing at Goku. Goku's MUI obviously misses it. And then obviously he throws away the item and then kicks him and then stomps on him on the ground. Which again, I don't... This is the only part where I just don't like. Like, he should not be easily touched. It's like he's Super Saiyan God in this thing. I take about the blue. He's Super Saiyan God. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it. Gas is supposed to be this very powerful, but you got to give that form some degree. Like, you can't keep enhancing it, make it the strongest, and then, rip it apart and say, oh, no, he still had this much more room to grow. It's like, what's the point then? Anyway, back to the chapter. Vegeta comes out with a Hakai. He blasts it to Gas. Gas tries to deflect it with his shield. And obviously, as you guys know, Hakai is a signature of destruction energy. And Goku helps Vegeta. And pretty much, Goku is more of the side character in this chapter. Which I don't have no issue with. But at the same time, it's like, in my opinion, I think MUI is definitely, again, one of the strongest forms we ever seen in Dragon Ball history. Ultra Ego's definitely hands down. He's just better with it, and it's more equipped with Vegeta. And I guess we were talking about the Saiyan Pride thing. I think Goku's probably going to figure that out within the next few chapters for himself within this form. I think that's what's lacking. And then obviously, like they always do, they may either give him a power up or something. I just don't think it's necessary, but hey, that's on them. And then Gas easily blasts back their Hakai blast, and then Vegeta try to hold it off, and then Vegeta leaves Goku, and Goku has to hold it on its own. And then Vegeta tries to attack Gas. Obviously, he gets pummeled. That doesn't work. And then Vegeta is telling him pretty much, you can keep beating him up, but it won't work because I'm going to keep getting stronger. Goku still struggling with the beam. He eventually mounts the strength to get it away from the city and blast it away. And then he quickly goes to Vegeta and tries to save him. And then Vegeta lands a very huge hit on Gas's face. And yeah, like I said, Vegeta has definitely put in the work in this chapter. He's even he punched blood out of Gas, so this is definitely something I like to see. I'm all for it. I'm all for Vegeta getting a dub. I just don't hinder MUI the process. That's my only standpoint. If he can't go MUI, okay, cool. But I just think he's rendered useless at this point. But pretty much, Gas is like, why is your body continuously getting up? And Vegeta again tells him, he said, no matter how many times you beat me up, I'm going to still keep getting stronger. And then Gas has an ugly face on him right now, not pleased with what happened. And then that's the end of the chapter. So pretty much in the first and foremost, great chapter. Yet again, you guys heard my semi-rants about it, about what things could have been better. But overall, it's been a really great chapter. I believe Granolla's coming in the next chapter, Granola will be back in the next chapter. Not sure what he's going to do, but again, Vegeta may end up taking the lead and beating Gas, or push Gas to his full power. And I don't see Goku doing that much again, unfortunately, but until Granolas comes and pretty much saves, or comes and assists the Saiyans. Well, guys, let me know how you guys feel about this chapter. Please leave a comment, like the video if you could. I really would appreciate that, and thank you for even joining and watching this video. Have a good one.